When you're finally making good progress at the gym but the job you applied for actually hires you. Girls seeing the guy they rejected 72 times post a picture of him and his new girlfriend. When the waitress takes your plate and there were still fries on it. Cut my nephew's hair and he told me he wanted it like my next door neighbors who's bald on top and got a little bit of hair on side, so being the great uncle I gave the kid what he wanted. Update and shut down. Update and restart. Shopping basket. Perry the shopping basket. Me, you get a new luxury car and it's fine. My boss, I want a raise and I'm considered ungrateful. That doesn't seem fair. Through God all things are possible. Do 10 push-ups right now. Me looking at my mom when my family asks me about something I only told her. Made an electric car. Madagascar. When a car lets me go so I hit this move. When I catch myself looking at my friend's bobs. Dank, go to Horn jail. Why does school teach calculus and essay writing instead of taxes? Everyone in STEM, social sciences, business, accounting, economics and trades. How the group gone look at whose kid if he ever cracks a smile while someone else is getting roasted. Anime. It's impossible for that to happen in real life. It's pure fiction. Older women don't look like that. Real life. Do you speak my language? 6 feet 4 inch man from Brussels. A Vegemite sandwich. Automatically translated YouTube video. Me. Fun prank. Make people study for 16 years then replace them with AI. Jesus picks up bread. This is my body. Jesus picks up wine. This is my blood. Jesus picks up guitar. This is the story of a girl. Digital literacy. Let's stay off social media. No sharing your life on the internet is peak. Let's stay off social media. Paul Allen, Vice President, she or they, 18 plus, neurodivergent, BLM. All you need is love. You okay, Patrick? Pick up. If you think about it real hard, piglins just look like anime girls wearing pig hats. You're stupid. Wait a second. Dentist, you have been grinding in your sleep. Me, I appreciate that, big dog. Guy gets hit in the balls. Every guy within a mile radius. My little brother sent me this when I told him our dad lied. My face when they are lying to me, but I already know the whole truth. What if I told you you're 10 times more likely to get bitten by a New Yorker than a shark? Me explaining to non-burrowing animals that they can escape the heat by adopting a subterranean lifestyle. Be a lot cooler if you dig. Another beautiful day without using. When my parents see me relaxing. When the game has a strong intro but rest of the game is painfully slow. Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end? It was the best of festivals. It was the worst of festivals. Nobody. Chickens. I bet you only like me for my thighs. Can't wait to turn 50 and start posting shit like this on social media. When you sleep to avoid your problems but end up dreaming about them. And girl hanging out on a beach outside Tehran while holding early mobile phone in 1977 before a revolution. When I unsubscribed from an email list and they email me to tell me I unsubscribed. Internet, what should I be angry about today? An ad for jeans. A logo changing. I don't know, maybe You see those vehicles taking an alternative route over there? We need to start some roadworks over there too. The only way to troll siblings on their birthdays. 25 years since mom found you in the bin. Me and bro after we thought it would be a good idea to work at the same job together. My girlfriend happily telling me she is pregnant. Me feeling sad cause I know how it feels like to grow up without a dad. The strongest tiny insects in the world. A mammal with a funny nose. How it feels sleeping without alarm and without plans. Then body naturally wakes you up at 7 AM. People start fighting in a movie, The Fish in the Giant Fish Tank. When it's been a long day and you hold your arm in the air because it feels good even though you have no idea why. Wash it yourself. If bus is a low capacity, why not expand them using galvanized square steel? Mama didn't raise a quitter, she raised a burnt out perfectionist who is sometimes bludgeoned into settling for mediocrity. I'm so confused how traffic is a thing because once you get to the front there's nothing there. Oh no, I have to find this woman and I don't know her name. Well sir, if you describe what she looked like I can send out some of our men and I have to go look at every single woman in this kingdom's feet. European pickpocketer, American tourist. When you write a word and autocorrect changes it to a different word. My 3 AM motivation when I wake up. If I win the lottery I won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. The history exam will not be so hard, the exam. Name all countries in this picture. A 29-year-old woman pretended to be a nurse for 7 months. She treated over 4,000 patients and only got caught after she was offered a promotion. Remember him? This is him now. Feel old yet? I heard you like bad girls. Well, I'm bad at everything. Winks at you with both eyes. Ensure 100% safety. I will not be your father. Was 1995 30 years ago? No, 1995 was not 30 years ago. If today is July 25th 2025 then 30 years ago would be 1995. So yes, 1995 was 30 years ago. Watches Netflix happily. Remembers Bill's job responsibilities. Watches Netflix stressfully. Some will get this but a scratch. Me. 2025 anime. 90s anime. Average background character in Smiling Friends. Me. I need to go get my keys. Walks to my room. My brain. What did you need again? Me. Good question. You think you want me to shut up? I have to listen to myself even when I'm not talking. Wow, this is a reffing mood. So sadity if parents understood anxiety, depression and insomnia. Never ask your wife where she wants to eat. Ask her, guess where I'm taking you. And whatever she says is where you go. You can thank me later. They don't know I'm amazing at Subway Surfers. A diamond is one of the strongest objects in the universe. Hold my beer. Every time I open the drawer this thing starts whispering at me like the Green Goblin mask. My problem is I always think I can get ready in 15 minutes when I have repeatedly proven that I can't. One thing me and this fish have in common is that we both can't remember she. Tommy Pickles was right. I don't want responsibilities anymore. I'm almost a millionaire, I have all the zeros, all I need is the one. Why is the government afraid of publishing his files? As I watched the dog chasing his tail I thought dogs are easily amused. Then I realized I was watching the dog chase his tail. A normal conversation. People randomly recommending bidets. How cats feel when they make your life terrible. Artist posts a piece of art that took them weeks of hard work to make. Comment section. Cantina chicken burritos are fire. You said you couldn't come to Zoe's party because you had plans. Yeah, I planned to go to Taco Bell. Know your petals. School zone. Riots. If you tickle me, I will not hesitate to beat you physically. If the trolley problem wore pants, would it wear them like this? Or like this? Texting in the guys group chat in bed. Wife pretending not to notice the strange goings on. Sleep schedule. Cell phone and video games. Why are you jumping? I'm making milkshake. How I imagined 2025 as a kid. How it turned out. The earth is round. Source. I went camping but forgot to bring a shot glass. That's the second worst reason anyone would carve a hole in a block of spam. Schools, students who memorize everything, students who are good at problem solving. Wow, the fortune cookies here really are more accurate. You'll do the thing you swore you will never do again. When we were discussing the surgery I would need for my sleep apnea, the surgeon told me I would never be able to speak French properly because the French R is a uvula sound and I would no longer have a uvula. That's okay, I'm not French. I don't speak French. I have always thought it was the weirdest thing for him to say. Huh, didn't know you could have French surgically removed. When your grandma ain't here, nothing you said, so she just stares at you like this. How did she lie? Natural causes. You pushed her off the roof. Gravity is natural. Well, yes, but actually no. I beat you. When you know bro ate all your crayons but you can't prove it. The new Kunum Kulam bus standing Kerala shaped like a human eye. This is best bus stand design ever. Cracking a beer on Sunday night after drinking all weekend. My lover. HRIT Finance and Sales Systems, Excel. Kinda wild, we used to run around half now living in caves together, but now people stress about pooping at a friend's house. I fear no man, but that thing. It scares me. I stepped in she. Actors that ruin a perfectly good face with plastic surgery. Clear, nuclear. You're not a baby anymore. Act mature. Come on, enjoy life, loosen up a little. Girls my age. This is why a little bit of gap is necessary in every relationship. Mom asking about my new job at the bakery. What do you do all day? Me, I just loaf around. Help, how do I stop my Jewish roommate from doing this? Buying something online that in the pre-internet era I would have had to get out of bed, shower, get dressed and leave the house to do. Website, you have to go get your wallet now. Me, this is bullshit. Everywhere I go, that thing I almost ordered off the internet, I see his face. Need brain transplant, please change my mind. When you get roped into something you don't want to do because you want to be nice. N-word. In rap music. In country music. When you don't want to clean your room, so your mom calls a When you thought you had $4, check your account and find out you actually have $15.67. I'm in Target right now and I just overheard a woman tell her daughter, come on baby, daddy will be home around 8:30 and we have to beat him there to hide all the clothes we are buying. I 110% think I just saw a glimpse of my future. He must be athletic, over 6 feet, make at least 6 figures, be bigger than 6 inches and accept my 5 kids from 3 different fathers. Her. When she asks for your friend's number instead of yours, so you still give her yours and use a voice changer. One day you are young and wild and the next. Aluminum, aluminium, aluminium. Therapist advises his client to befriend her demons. His client, she has autism. Airline mistake sends family dog to Saudi Arabia. Allah has guided his pilgrimage, mashallah. Pedestrian, I have to be careful not to get run over. Driver, I have to be careful not to run over anyone. Cyclist. When she another man's name mid-stroke. Hagrid in the new Harry Potter show, whenever he sees Hermione, what's up mudblood? How your grandfather looks at you when you switch from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2. Me trying to find that movie that I watched once in my life when I was 7 years old because it crossed my mind. You ain't built for these streets, cup. Nobody is watching now. When you get a taste of little luxury and you start to understand corruption. Oh great, I left it at home. My dad, my mom. Guys be like, she playing hard to get. Like, bro, you're playing hard to get rid of. Me on June 18th 2026 at 9:35 am EST, watching the AI bubble explode, wiping out nearly the entire tech industry. Your password must be between 732 and 942 characters. It cannot be the same as any word in any known language. It must include 3 hieroglyphs, ancient Babylonian text, and the solution to Fermat's last theorem. I hate when website asks, are you human? No, I'm a washing machine. Updates to our terms of use. Microsoft, your services agreement made clearer. I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Does this seem familiar to you? Yeah, that's SpongeBob. When you're in socks and you step in water. This lol hole wouldn't move his legs for 3 adults, so this guy comes and just sits on his legs. The economy watching you study hard for jobs that don't exist. Thank you God for this meal. Me looking at my friend who told me he didn't study for the test but got highest score in class. People getting into a fight with Canadians, then they realize the Canadians aren't apologizing. When the video says shake your phone, but you're using a PC. How sleep feels when you're actually mad tired. My parents aren't home. You know what that means. Sits in the living room instead of sealing myself away in my room. I need your tracksuit, your vodka, and your Ural bike. Burglar, please just call the police. The hairdresser whose salon he broke into. On my way to HR again for nicknaming my co-worker MasterCard because they take credit for other people's work. Insomnia, depression, thinking about every embarrassing moment I have ever had at 4 am. Equal pay for men on OnlyFans. Turtle. In Japan, snacks must look exactly like the picture on the package.
Spare change, ma'am.